Good pass. Don't be surprised if Blanchette attacks on two, though.
Ball played close to the net, tapped over the block. Gravel is there to keep it alive. She'll play that over. It's going to go wide. And how sweet it is. Keene State has come to Plymouth State University and won the LEC championship.
Unbelievable match, Evan. Unbelievable match. Great effort by both teams. Obviously not the outcome that Plymouth State wanted, but Keene State absolutely earned this win.
Just incredible for Keene State. And they get it done.
Hello and welcome to Inside Owl Athletics. I'm Nick Landi, joined today by Keene State volleyball coach Bob Weiner and senior captain Sydney Johnson. Thank you both for joining us today. We appreciate it. Let's start today by going back to last weekend's LEC championship game. It was a tremendous comeback for the Owls as you won the LEC championship and punched your ticket to the NCAA tournament. Sydney, I'll start with you. At one point in the match, in the second set, your team was down 23-12. Were you or your teammates nervous at all?
I mean, I think we were all a little nervous. We're nervous going into the first set. I mean, you're always amped up. You're always nervous about the point. But we were down 23-12, but I knew we had a long game ahead of us. And even if we got into this little divot now, we still would have pulled out.
And Bob, you, as a coach on the sideline, I'm sure you're already down one set already. Losing that second set would have been big, crucial in the match. What message did you have for your team when you found them down that big of a deficit?
I do remember the second time out we talked about gaining a little momentum to get into the third set, and I just kept saying we need to, momentum changes happen in volleyball a lot, and we just wanted to at least get a couple points on the board heading into the third set, but we just kept scoring, so that's cool too.
You got hot and basically you got on a roll, and basically the rest is history.
Yeah, but beyond that, I think that we found our footing. We realized, okay, we remember how to do this now. I'm not sure it was nerves or what was happening the first set and a half, but once we found where we were supposed to be, I mean, she was on the floor, so ask her, but I think that once that happened, we're fine.
Would you agree with that once you found your footing and once the team found the footing, it was basically, for the most part, smooth sailing from there?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, for me as a senior, it's my first LEC championship, and so all the underclassmen as well. So I think coming into a big gym, we played in big gyms before, but being able to convert all that energy in the crowd and all that energy on the other side and putting it towards us, it took a little longer than expected, but we still got it at the end. So
now that fifth set, Keene State came out basically like a house on fire. Bob, looking at that set compared to the previous four, how differently do you think your team played by the end of the match?
We had a couple things. One of the things that we do a lot is we're not a team that gets a lot of service aces, but we serve very strategically. And we were looking for 4 sets for somebody to mess up. And early in the fifth set, we found somebody. And we targeted somebody. And it kept them out of system for the first 6 or 7 points, which gave us a heads up. And once we do that, we're a rhythm team. When we're playing well like that, we kind of have fun with it. And I think that the women on the floor knew that we were moving in that, in the direction we wanted to be in.
And Sydney, when Plymouth hit the ball, the final point, and they went wide, what was going through your head?
I don't even know. I mean, it was such a whirlwind. I saw the ball, I saw her go up and swing cross, and I saw Reagan follow it to the line and it went out, and I think everyone just collapsed. Everyone was so excited. I didn't even have any thoughts in my head. All I knew is we got the point, game's over,
Now we have to look ahead. You two have a very tall task ahead of you. Keene State's going to start in the NCAA tournament against Juniata. It's the number 2 team in the nation, in the whole country. Bob, what were your thoughts when that selection was announced yesterday?
We knew we were going to be an 8 seed somewhere. We're the only team in the 64-team field with a record below 500. Our strength of schedule is good, but nothing was going to get past the fact that we had a bunch of losses early in the year. We didn't, they could have flown us to California to play Claremont Mudd Scripps. That would have been fun. But no, they sent us to Huntington, Pennsylvania. I scouted them last night. They're a good team, but we've played We played 2 teams this year who were between 20 and 25 nationally. And one of them, once we were getting our feet under us as a team, we played competitively. I think we can have some fun with this.
And Sydney, the Eagles, obviously one of the top teams in the country. They've won 21 straight games, 15 straight conference championships. Is there anything, from what you've learned from Coach Weiner during preparations leading up that you feel like that team does differently compared to other teams that you and your teammates have faced so far this season?
Well, I mean, they're a solid team, and Coach and I were just having this conversation that they're good, but we've played teams like this before, and we won the championship, so everything else is bonus. And, I mean, they have everything to lose, and we have nothing to lose. So we're going to go in, we're going to play hard, and we're going to do our best, and, yeah.
Sydney, Coach, I can't thank you both enough for being here and joining us today. Appreciate it. The Owls and Eagles are scheduled to play at 8 p.m. on Thursday, October 10th. The winner will play the winner of SUNY, Cortland, and Rowan in the regional semifinals. You can follow KeeneOwls.com for all the latest information on KSC Athletics.